Hello everyone. Today in this video we are going to discuss the solutions of exercise 2.2 from Polynomials chapter, and this is from NCERT book grade 10. Right, let's start with first question. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. Right, we need to do two things here. For each polynomial given, we need to find the zeros. After finding zeros, you need to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. What is the relationship between zeros and coefficients for a quadratic polynomial? The sum of the zeros is minus b by a, and product of the zeros is c by a. So we need to check those two relationships between the coefficients and zeros. Okay, let's start with the first question. Let us take the first question, x square minus 2x minus 8. So we need to factorize this polynomial and then we need to find the zeros for that polynomial. After that, we will verify the relationship this side. Right? Okay, let's start. First question. X square minus 2x minus 8. We need to factorize this. So what are the coefficients for x square and the constant term? This is 1 here, this is minus 8 here. So we need to take the product of those two numbers, 1 into minus 8, which is minus 8. So we need to find the factors of minus 8 such that if you add the integers, we need to get the middle term. This is the splitting middle term model. Right, so let's start. Minus 8 factors. Let us take a suitable factors such that we get minus 2 as the middle number. Right, so I'll take 4 times 2 is 8. As it is negative, let's take negative sign. One is negative, one is positive. We have the middle number as negative. So take the bigger number as negative and this is positive. So minus 4 plus 2 gives you minus 2, the middle number factor, middle number coefficient. So let's start writing this as x square minus 2x. Minus 2x we can write like minus 4x plus 2x according to the factors, and minus 8. Now take common from these two. X is common. X is x into x minus 4, and here 2 is common. So let us take 2 as common. 2 into x minus 4. Now the factors are x minus 4 into x plus 2. So we got the factors. So this polynomial would become 0 if any one of the factor is 0. The quadratic polynomial x square minus 2x minus 8 becomes 0 if any one of the factor is 0. So that means x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. Right? So if x minus 4 is equal to 0, x is equal to 4, and if x plus 2 is equal to 0, x should be equal to minus 2. That means these two are the zeros of this polynomial. That means if you substitute this 4 or minus 2 in this polynomial, you will get definitely that would be 0. So these are called zeros of this polynomial. So let us represent zeros of the polynomial as zeros of the polynomial x square minus 2x minus 8 are, let's write, let us take the zeros as like alpha 4 and the other 0 beta is minus 2. Okay, now we are going to verify. So verification of relationship between zeros and coefficients. So we have sum of zeros formula. Sum of zeros is equal to alpha plus beta, which is equal to negative coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, right? Okay. Now let us substitute the values of alpha and beta this side, and let us substitute the coefficient of x and coefficient of x square on the right side, and we'll check whether left hand side and right hand side are equal or not. Right? Let's continue. So here we have alpha plus beta. So alpha is 4 plus beta is negative 2. So this side I'll substitute minus coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is here 1. So minus coefficient of x is minus 2. Sorry. So minus 2 minus of minus 2 by coefficient of x square. X square is here. X square coefficient is 1. So write by 1. And this side I have plus into minus, minus 4 minus 2, which is 2 this side. And here minus of minus 2, here also 2 by 1, which is 2. So thus verified. So we have verified sum of the zeros. Now let us verify the product of zeros also. Let's continue with the product of zeros. So product of zeros is equal to, according to the formula, we have alpha times beta is equal to C by A. C by A means constant term by A means coefficient of x square. So here alpha into beta. Alpha is nothing but 4 according to our question. 4 times minus 2 is equal to, constant term is here minus 8. Minus 8 by 1, which is minus, I'll write here. 4 times minus 2 is minus 8, which is equal to minus 8 by 1 is minus 8. So here this is also verified. Now let's go to the second question. Second question is 4s square minus 4s plus 1. Here the variable is s. Okay. Now let us factorize this polynomial by taking the factors of 4 times 1, which is 4, positive 4. So we need to take 4 factors, which is nothing but, we can write this, we want the middle term as negative 4. So negative 4 you want means 2 times 2 is 4, okay. So we want negative 4, so let's put negative sign for both. If you multiply, you'll get plus 4. And if you add the integers, you'll get minus 4. So these are the suitable factors for us. So let's start by taking 4s square. Instead of minus 4s in the middle, we'll write as minus 2s plus 1. Now take the common factor from first two terms. 2s is common. So we'll get 2s into 2s is 4s square minus 1. Minus, if you take 1 as common, nothing is common means you can take 1 as common and take 2s inside. 2s into minus 1 gives you minus 2s plus minus into minus plus. So you will get minus 1 inside. So now the factors are 2s minus 1 and the other one is also the same factor, 2s minus 1. So if this polynomial should be 0, we need to have 2s minus 1 is equal to 0 or 2s minus 1 is equal to 0. Both same actually. So 2s is equal to 1 or s is equal to 1 by 2. Here also the same. 2s is equal to 1, s is equal to 1 by 2. Here the two zeros are same here for this polynomial. The zeros of the polynomial are both same. Actually 1 0 only, it contains only 1 0. So let us write both alpha and beta as half and half both. So the zeros of this polynomial are minus alpha is equal to half and beta is also half. So now let us verify the relationship. Okay. Now coming to here, sum of zeros. Sum of zeros, alpha plus beta is equal to, as usual, minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Let us substitute the values. Alpha plus beta, half plus half on the left side, and on the right side minus coefficient of x. Sorry, s means here, x means yes. So you should take coefficient of x, s. So which is minus 4. So minus of minus 4. Coefficient of s is minus 4. Minus of minus 4 by coefficient of x square. X is here, s here. S square coefficient 4. So now let us write here. Let me scroll a little. And we can write here half plus half is 1 always is equal to minus of minus is plus 4. 4 by 4 which is 1 again. So 1 is equal to 1, thus verified. Okay, now let us do product of zeros. Let us take product of zeros. Alpha times beta, which is equal to, our formula is constant term by coefficient of x square or s square here. Coefficient of s square or x square. So alpha times beta, half times half, is equal to, constant term is here, let me check, constant term is here 1. So constant term is 1 by s square means x square, the coefficient of s square, which is 4. So half times half is 1 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 4. So this is also verified, right? Let us go to the third one. The third question is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. We need to rearrange them according to the powers of x. So third one, we can rewrite the polynomial as 6x square minus 7x. I'll write first, minus 3. This is our polynomial. We need to factorize this to find the zeros. So for that, let us find the factors of 6 times 3, which is 18. Like minus 3, actually minus 18. So we need to find the factors of minus 18 such a way that if you add the integers, you should get minus 7. Okay, so minus 18 factors are clearly 9 2s are 18, which gives you minus 7. Minus 9 into plus 2 gives you minus 18. Minus 9 plus 2 gives you minus 7. Right? Okay, now let us write 6x square minus 7x can be written as minus 9x plus 2x minus 3. Now take common from first two terms as 3x also. So gives you 2x inside minus 3. Here plus, here 1 is common. Nothing is common means take 1 as common, 2x minus 3. Next, the factors can be written as 2x minus 3 into 3x plus 1. So these are the two factors. So this polynomial should become 0 when either 2x minus 3 is equal to 0 or 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. If 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, x would be equal to 3 by 2. Or if 3x plus 1 is equal to 0, x would be equal to minus 1 by 3. So these are our zeros of this polynomial. So the zeros of the polynomial are first one, let us take it as alpha, 3 by 2. The second 0, beta, which is minus 1 by 3. So we need to verify now. So verification, first one, sum of zeros. Sum of zeros is equal to alpha plus beta, which is equal to, I'll write like minus b by a when you compare with the ax square plus bx plus c as the polynomial. So what is minus b by a? So minus b means alpha plus beta, let us write first this side 3 by 2 plus minus 1 by 3. And this side minus b means, so minus of minus 7. So which is minus 7 by a means coefficient of x square, which is 6. Okay, let's simplify this. On the left side, you'll get 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. We need to add the fractions by taking like LCM. Let me continue the line. Okay. Now, so let us take LCM for these two. So you'll get into 3 gives you 9 by 6. Plus this side into 2 gives you minus 2 by 6. And this side minus of minus plus 7 by 6. So here also 9 plus minus 2 is nothing but 9 minus 2 by 6, which is 7 by 6 on both sides. So this is the verification you can do by doing sum of zeros. Now finding by product of zeros. Let us take product of zeros. Alpha times beta. What is equal to constant term c by a. So here alpha we got as 3 by 2, beta we got as minus 1 by 3, which is equal to here constant term according to the question. It is minus, let me check, the constant is minus 3. Yeah. So constant is minus 3 by a, the variable, the coefficient of x square, which is 6. So now continue like 3 get cancel here. This side on the left side minus 1 by 2 we'll get, and this side minus 3 by 6. Also if you do simplification cancellation you'll get 3 ones are 3 twos are, so minus 1 by 2. So this is also verified. Product of zeros is verified. Now coming to the question number 4. Here we have 4u square plus 8u. 4u square plus 8u. So we don't have a constant term here. We can, if you want, we can put a 0 or you can ignore that. So here we have just only 4u square plus 8u. So let us take common as 4u in both. So if you take 4u common, you will get u inside, because 4u into u gives you 4u square, plus 4u into 2 gives you 8u. Okay, next. So these are only the factors. This is only factorization. You need not factorize anything more. So 4u and u plus 2 are the two factors. So if this polynomial should become 0, either one of the factors should become 0. So either 4u should be equal to 0 or u plus 2 is equal to 0. If 4u is equal to 0, u is also 0, because definitely 4 cannot be 0. Then here if u plus 2 is equal to 0, u should be equal to minus 2. So we have two zeros here, 0 and minus 2. The zeros of this polynomial are alpha is equal to 0 and even beta is equal to minus 2 here. Okay, now let us do the verification part. Verification. So let us do first sum of the roots. Sum of the roots is, sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a, or you can write like negative coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Here x means u here for our polynomial. So sum of the zeros alpha plus beta is equal to, so let us write alpha plus beta, we got 0 plus minus 2, which is equal to minus 2. Let us do minus coefficient of this side, right hand side. So minus coefficient of x means minus coefficient of u we should take. So minus 8 by coefficient of x square, coefficient of u square, that is 4. So which is equal to minus 2 again. So here also minus 2, coefficient of x by coefficient of x square also is minus 2. So thus verified. Now let us take product of zeros. Product of zeros, alpha into beta is equal to constant term by coefficient of x square. This is our formula. So x square means u square here. So alpha into beta means 0 times minus 2, which is equal to constant. Here we don't have any constant here for this polynomial. So write 0 by x square means quotient of x square means quotient of u square, which is 4. So 0 into minus 2 on the left side is also 0, and 0 by 4 on the right side is also 0. So thus verified. So product of zeros verified, sum of zeros are verified. Now coming to question number 5. Now the fifth question is t square minus 15. Let us factorize this. T square minus 15. Here the variable is t. So this we will write in the form of like a square minus b square shape. So t square can be written as t whole square minus 15 can be written as root 15, square root of 15 whole square. So now this is in the form of like our identity, third identity, a square minus b square, which is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So okay, I'll write a in the place of t here. So a plus b is root 15 into a minus b, t minus root 15. Okay, these are the two factors of t square minus 15. Now, if this polynomial would become 0, only if t plus root 15 is equal to 0 or t minus root 15 is equal to 0. So, t plus root 15 is equal to 0 or t minus root 15 is equal to 0. So, if t plus root 15 is equal to 0, t is equal to minus root 15. And if t minus root 15 is equal to 0, t should be equal to root 15. These are the two zeros of this polynomial. So, let us write alpha is equal to minus root 15 and beta is equal to plus root 15. Okay, now let us verify by using sum of zeros. sum of zeros is equal to alpha plus beta is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. So here x means t here, okay. So sum of zeros alpha plus beta, we are going to add the zeros, minus root 15 plus root 15, which is equal to minus coefficient of x, x means t here, so is 15. So minus, you don't have x term at all, t term we don't have at all, so that is 0 by x square term means t square term, so 1. So next root 15 plus root 15 minus root 15, which is 0, and 0 by 1 is also 0. So sum of zeros is verified. Okay, now let us do product of zeros. Let's take product of zeros. Product of zeros is equal to alpha into beta is equal to constant term by coefficient of x square. So here constant term is minus 15. So write minus 15 by x square term coefficient means t square coefficient, which is 1, and alpha into beta, we have alpha and beta here. So negative minus root 15 into positive root 15. So which gives you square root of 15 into square root of 15 gives you 15 with negative sign. Okay, so we can write it as just negative 15 is equal to this side 15 by 1. So 15 by 1, negative 15 by 1 means negative 15 again. So product of zeros is also verified. We'll go to the last one in this. Now the sixth question is 3x square minus x minus 4. Now here let us factorize this by taking the factors of 3 times 4 minus 4. So 3 into minus 4, which is minus 12. So find the factors of minus 12 in such a way that if you add the integers you should get minus 1. Minus 1 is the coefficient of x. Okay, so write 4 times 3 is 12, and with the middle term is negative, so put bigger number negative, smaller number positive. So minus 4 plus 3 gives you minus 1. So let us write now 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. Next take common from the first two terms, just x is common, 3x inside minus 4, and this side also we don't have anything common, so let us take plus 1 as common and write 3x minus 4. Now 3x minus 4 as common, you will get the other factor x plus 1. So if the polynomial would become 0, this 3x minus 4 should be equal to 0, either of the factors should be 0. So 3x minus 4 is equal to 0 means x is equal to 4 by 3 or x is equal to minus 1 if this should be equal to 0. So these are the two zeros of this polynomial. So let us write alpha is equal to 4 by 3 and beta is equal to minus 1. Now let us do verification part. So verification. Let us do verification of sum of the zeros. Now let's write sum of zeros is equal to alpha plus beta, which is equal to formula minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. So alpha plus beta is 4 by 3 plus negative 1, which is equal to negative coefficient of x. So here coefficient of x is minus 1. So minus of minus 1 by x square means coefficient of x square means 3. So write by 3. Now on the left side we have 4 by 3 plus minus 1. So let us do the simplification for that by writing by 1 here into 4 by 3 as it is, plus into 3 gives you minus 3 by 3. And which is this side, right side, you'll get minus of minus 1 plus 1 by 3. And here also you will get 4 plus minus 3, which is minus 4 minus 1 by 3, which is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3. So sum of the roots is verified. Now let us do product of the zeros. So product of the zeros alpha into beta is equal to constant term by coefficient of x square. So here alpha and beta are 4 by 3 and minus 1, right? Let us take that. Minus 4 by 3 times minus 1, and this side constant is minus 4. Constant is minus 4 by x square coefficient is 3. So minus 4 by 3 into 1 is minus 4 by 3, and this side also we got the same minus 4 by 3. So product of zeros is also verified.